Solid performance. Thought we were just a little off in the first half. I mean, I thought we were more athletic, but I didn't think we tackled well at times in the first half. I thought offense we had some lapses and some mental things that we haven't had for a while, but overcame them, made plays. Some guys played really well, but not disappointed at all. But I don't think we played our best, but I give credit to Idaho's a very well-coached team. Did a nice job. Paul does a really good job. They got nice schemes in what they do, and they know how to do things. But again, it was a good outing. Ran the ball well, threw the ball well at times. Defense got going. Second half, I was really proud of our twos. I thought our twos played very well in the game. Executed well, moved the ball up and down the field. Thought Sean did a nice job in there managing the situation. Had a bad decision on the goal line, had another good one, but everything else I thought he did a nice job. Thought we could have protected a little better early in the game up front. Caused some issues, but then I think we got that worked out. But overall, good day. I thought Devontae ran really hard. Carlos wild. I thought the backs really played hard and played well. See, Kenny finally got him a 100-yard game. That was good. So you can quit asking me that question, huh? I was proud of him. He's playing well. Very happy for him on senior day to catch a couple balls like that, and Telvin to make the plays he did. And again, thankful for these seniors. These seniors, I'm sending them out the right way. And first undefeated home season we've had in a long time. I don't remember how many years it's been, but to be able to do that and them to be able to do it and go out this way, very proud for them. And like I say, we still got a bunch of ball left, but glad that they got a good send-off out of Doak and they played very well.
Coach, how's it been like seeing these 24 seniors throughout the season, not just grow as an athlete, but as an individual? As
people's where I mean, that's it. I mean, you see, and when they grew as people, then they grew as athletes. They never grew as athletes till they grew as people. And we always tell them, you got to put the child, if you want to be a man, you got to put the child away. You can't be a man and be a child. I mean, you got to put the kid in you away if you want to grow up and be a man. And I think these guys have have continually done that at a high rate, especially this last year and a half. But when you just see them taking off, and I'm very proud of them and very happy for them.
You ever been on a team that scored 80?
Yes. When I was in college playing.
What was that against, you know?
Sanford. Against Sanford. My first game was against them. We beat them 82-9.
Football?
Football. Yeah, I was the quarterback my first game.
Coach, how has McGuire improved throughout the season?
I've been very pleased with him. I thought he did a really nice job. And just game management, managing situations, getting us in and out of calls, the right checks, little things that sometimes y'all don't see from the stands, but very pleased the way he handled the game and then where he got the ball to and handled blitzes.
How was the game?
I thought he played well. I thought early, he had a couple reads. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a little quicker. But we got some protection issues there a couple times. And but I thought he played a solid game when he ended up 14-25. Had a couple drop balls there. We had a couple drop balls on some big plays there that was disappointing. Had to throw a couple away, and then we had 4 touchdowns. I mean, I thought he played solidly. I thought he played very solidly.
How disruptive was Timmy on the interior? It seemed like he had too many.
Oh, Lord. I mean, it was just, he was like Tim. I mean, he was just changing the line of scrimmage and moving it back. I saw a tackle or two he made by knocking guys into guys. I mean, his physicality, man, he just really becoming a technician in there. When he does that with that athletic ability, he's hard to handle.
A lot of people whose quarterback is in the round Heisman would try to pad his stats. You don't seem to do it. It's
not right for the game. People know he played well. I mean, 14-25, 220. He also had 4 touchdowns. I mean, he played exceptionally well, and he's on a great team. I mean, if we got to do that to keep... To me, stats aren't the key for awards. It's how you play, how well you play, how you dominate your opponent. I mean, and what you do. I mean, that's my opinion on it. So, people look at numbers, don't really know the player.
Did you take note of the ovation for James before the first snap?
They do that about every game. Every time you call his name, somebody's yelling very loud. So, it seems I kind of take it for granted.
Jimbo, you mentioned lapses in your opening statement. That have more to do, you think, with this being this deep in the season or the opponent? Or?
I think we just didn't. I saw it a little bit in pregame, a little bit. Just not focused like I thought we would be. And we haven't. I mean, and we were. I'm being picky now. I'm being really picky. I really am. But that's the elite standard we want to be held to. And I thought the second half we didn't. We were very sharp, in my opinion. And but then I think that was just looking up and trying to, I don't know what it was. Just didn't see that quite look. Then all of a sudden we got on them and they took off and it went on. They got good.
Coach, you got Florida coming up. They lost to Georgia Southern today. Everybody, a lot of fans want Will Muschamp fired. What do you think about that?
Nah, I don't. Will's a heck of a football coach and a good guy, man. You have injury and things that go on. You can't judge a person on one season. Will's a heck of a football coach. I mean, He's a great friend, but he's a heck of a football coach. I've coached with him. He does a great job at Florida, and I'll guarantee you this, they'll be ready to play when we get down there next week. I know that.
You likely go in there as a huge favorite. Get kids focused back real quick.
Oh, we'll get focused back to play Florida. You know that. We'll be ready and focused and locked in to play Florida because we know we'll get their A game, and it'll be a hostile, nasty environment. We'll have to play our A game down there. There's no doubt.
Is that a disadvantage? They're not bowl eligible now, so this is their bowl. You guys.
Well, I don't know if it's an advantage, disadvantage. Hey, I just want to. It's about us. We need to go play well. That's all we can control. And I say that's all we can control is how we prepare and how we play, and that's got to be our focus.
I mean, what does it say about this team that you feel like you didn't play your best game, but beat a team, any team by, 6 points?
Well, I don't say that out of disrespect. I don't mean that. I saw little things as a coach, just little concentration issues and little details of a route or little details of a block or little details of a read that that you as a coach when you're really on that game it's that quick. There was a little pause at time, but I mean that's ball. You can't hopefully we can overcome those and move through them.